Hello everybody. Hi guys, how's it going today? It's me, Philicon. So just in case you guys missed it, this is Luna. Hi Luna, say hi to the camera. Oh yeah? You want to growl at your dad? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Okay, Luna, that's enough for the camera, okay? Just remember, Luna, this is the Philicon show. This is not called the Luna and Philicon show, okay? This is just called the Philicon show. And you need to respect that, Luna. This is not a show where there's a dog involved as well. Say hi to the viewers. I'm gonna eat you. You know that we eat you for dinner, right? My kind, we eat you. Okay, give me a kiss. I'll make love to Luna. Okay, you want to go down there, little girl? Just the viewers wanted to say hi to you. You You're gonna growl at me, then you're gonna lick me after, Luna? Is that what you're gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna hold her up really close to the camera for you guys. This is how small she is, okay? She's actually pretty tiny. So yeah. Okay, anyways, Leo, get on the ground now. Get out of here. Get out of here. This is the Philicon show. We're gonna talk about adult things now, okay? We're not gonna talk about kibbles and bits all the time, Luna. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin. Do you know anything about Bitcoin? If not, get out of here. Go downstairs. Get out of here. Okay, anyways, I just wanted to show you guys Luna. So she's a pretty cute dog. She's an awesome dog. So how are you guys doing? I just came back from my lunch. It wasn't really a lunch date. The birthday party was really goddamn boring. Everybody was drinking a lot, and I didn't want to drink. And when you guys get to my age, Fong, like I'm 30, right? When you get to 30, people are either having babies or getting married or dying, and yeah. Sometimes you just have to make an obligation you just got to go out sometimes, and I don't really like to go out at all. I kind of like to be a homebody, and I just came back from a little lunch date with my old friend there. Not really like a date, but like just a normal, get together there. Liquidated on my short today. Not doing good. Drawn, you shouldn't be shorting the market right now. It's not a good time to be shorting the market without confirmation. Not that I'm any financial advisor, but you guys should not even be thinking about shorting the market until we actually reach some key points. So let's get into it, guys. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Days without 30 jokes. I'm not that old. I feel pretty young. But girls like guys with girls like guys that are young because they have one soft skin and they have a lot more stamina. So just make sure as you guys age, you make sure that you work on your fitness, right? You got to be a witness to your fitness so you can have that stamina. And secondly, you got to make sure that you always lotion yourself well and exfoliate because you got to make sure you have that soft skin. Otherwise, the women are just going to try to go for the younger men. You guys know what I mean? So if you guys want to date younger women, we can turn this into a dating show as well. I'll give you guys tons of tips because I've dated so many girls. Hold on, I'm counting with my fingers. Dated 3 girls in my life only. That's it, just 3 girls. So Bitcoin, guys, congratulations to the people that have been paying very diligent attention right now. Is the mic volume low? Okay, let me turn up the volume for the microphone a little bit, all right? Is this a lot better now? I just cranked it up to about 100 here. I think it's a little bit too loud now. It seems like it's too loud because it's reaching the red threshold there. I don't think that's a good level. It might just be yourself. Yeah. Maybe if you weren't using Apple headphones, it would actually sound a lot better. Try something other than Apple headphones, okay? Because Apple sucks. So, anyways, let's get into this, guys. I hope you guys have been extremely cautious because it has been such a phenomenal time trading Bitcoin. You guys want to see my trade that I got into for Bitcoin? I'd love to show you, but I actually didn't even trade Bitcoin. I actually missed this entirely. So there's absolutely no trade on my end whatsoever. I've only been trading EOS, and now I'm pretty excited to be interested in Bitcoin again. So Luna, that's enough, okay? I just bought you a new futon, Luna, and you want to be doing this? This is horrible. Okay, I want to show you guys this is Luna. Okay, I just want to show you guys Luna on the futon. Okay, that's kind of how she is right there. That's Luna on the futon right now. I got, or not a futon, I got her a whole sectional, right? She wanted her own little doggy bed in my office in this particular room. So I bought her a whole sectional. Why would you want to buy your dog a little doggy bed when you could just spend $2,000 on a sectional for a dog instead? So I actually we're still figuring out this side. We're still hiring a doggy decorator for the other side of the sectional right now. Not really sure what color she wants over there, but I'm getting a little bit of red because she loves red. She's kind of a hopeless romantic. She loves Valentine's Day, but imagine being this dog right here on this bed. She's like the most comfortable dog in the world, you know? She's so spoiled, that girl. Like, you guys have no idea how spoiled she actually is. So let's take a look at Bitcoin and what's been going on thus far. So Bitcoin, guys, ever since the beginning of time of this downtrend right over here, okay, I'm going to give you guys some specific plays that I'm actually looking at. So I'm waiting for a consolidation period, and then after I get this consolidation period, I'm actually going to be going long on it. So I'm pretty excited. I'm not interested in shorting Bitcoin at all for a very long time, okay? Mel's in Thailand. Mel's in Thailand, Ken, and she's having a little bit of issues right now with I guess security and stuff. So we're kind of just talking out off the scenes right now. My webcam's covering the chart. Oh yeah, I'll make it smaller. Let me make it smaller for you guys. My mistake here, okay? There we go. That should be a little bit better. I'll make it small, proportional to Asian people. Is that a little bit better for you guys? That's a little bit better, right? Yeah, Mel's gone from Twitter, but don't worry about her. Her and I always communicate, and we're always on good terms, so I keep in touch with Mel very well. She's literally like my best friend. So, guys, since December 17, this is what we've been looking at, okay? We've been looking at a downtrend with a major resistance line right over here. Would you guys agree with me, right? There's a big major downtrend with a huge resistance right here that's been established for a very long time. In fact, this line was actually very easy to hit. If you guys have been following me since that time, right around here, you guys would have remembered how easy that was for us to actually hit this particular mark. So the way that we hit it, actually even from this one right here, okay? This one right here, we were able to hit the 1178 range, or the 11788 range, by simply taking a non-logarithm scale. But if you actually take a log scale, you were actually able to hit this one. So I remember Tone Vades, he was talking about how this target was easy to hit, but he missed this particular target because I did the opposite. So I missed this target by I think by $1,000, but this one I nailed because of the log. So now we got to factor in two different ways of technical analysis for charts right now. So let's say that we actually look at a non-log scale right now, okay? If we go to a non-log scale, what we see is that we are actually just about to break right outside of here, okay? Is my stream not working right now? Is my stream not working? That's weird. Do you guys see my stream working right now? Because it says my video is actually unavailable. That's incredibly weird. Oh, okay. Is it working now? Weird. I don't know why. It says it's completely unavailable on my thing over here. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, that was incredibly weird. I've got no idea what was going on there. All right. Okay. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. So if we go to a non-log scale over here, I'm not the most technical when it comes to software, only hardware. So if you guys see this massive line here, that this is established on the non-log scale, okay? So on the yeah, sorry about my hair, guys. I don't really put too much effort into the way I look sometimes. So what we can see clearly here is that we actually broke above it already, okay? We broke above it already, and this is a very monumental and very pivotal point. Now, for the people that are unfamiliar with the way that Elliott wave works, Elliott wave says that there's 5 waves going up like that. And what we like to say is that there's wave 1 that will be used as a hard sort of support / resistance. So because it was a resistance before, wave 4 tends to never overlap wave 1 by more than a wick. So what we like to do is we like to take general targets to see where this guy can go. So just as an example right here, guys, if we see wave 3 hitting a very high mark, for example, 261.8, then the next very logical target to hit is 361.8, right? So that's a very normal deduction for us to be making with Elliott waves. So now let's just assume for a moment that this right here is one particular wave, okay? Let's just say that this is the beginning of the first subwave. This is the second one, this is the third one, and there's going to be a fifth one somewhere as well in there. Well, by this particular deduction right here as well, if I take my Fibonacci extension tool, what I see very, very clearly is that this one hit the mark with precision pretty much, right? Where it hit 261.8 extension. There was so much bullish momentum, guys, that we actually shot right past the 161.8 extension. So because we shot well past it, the 161.8, naturally the next target would be the 261.8, right? So now what we are waiting for, guys, is we are waiting for a retracement for people to enter. Now we take a lot of different factors into consideration. The main factor that I'm taking into consideration, and we have to remember that technical analysis is to each their own, right? Wasn't really bullish energy, bro. Was shorts getting wrecked? Okay, we'll take a look at shorts as well. Let's take a look at the short versus long table, okay? What we see right here is just shorts getting wrecked, right? They're getting wrecked. That's absolutely true. So what ended up happening, what this person right here is saying, is that the bulls ended up squeezing the short positions. It doesn't necessarily mean, okay guys, think of it like this. It doesn't necessarily mean that the bulls are actually on a rampage and people are buying to go long. What this actually implies instead, if you look at the short table, is that the bears, they actually ended up closing their short positions. So imagine an exchange such as BitMEX, okay? Let's say you have an exchange like BitMEX where you can leverage to the max, whether you go short or long. Well, how do you close a short position, right? If you're shorting, it means that you want to buy back at a very cheap price. So if you buy back at a very cheap price, right, you got to go long to close your short positions. So what this basically means is that a lot of short positions were actually closed, and because it was closed, it ended up making the long table go extremely long. Does that make sense to you guys? So that's pretty much what ended up happening. So we see some of the longs picking up here as well, okay? So, well, 4,200 can only be, Roma asked a very good question, okay? Is $4,200 a viable target still? And the answer is right now, no. The answer is we cannot even consider a 4,000 scenario. It's extremely difficult for us to, for this particular reason, okay? We were looking on the daily chart right here, where this reached the low. If you guys take a look at this candle right here, right? $4,000 or $6,425, right? Well, in order for us to actually see an under $6,500 scenario, again, was that it would have had to break that $6,425 range, right? But instead of breaking the $6,500 range, what it ended up doing was it's trying to bust out of here right now, okay? Remember this red line that I've been talking about for a very long time? That's actually a much... Can you make your grid lines darker, please? I'm not sure what you mean by my grid lines. I kind of like my chart the way it is. Hey, Amir, I'll give you a really good suggestion. How about you go make your chart however the fuck you want, and I'll make them however I like them, all right? I'm not really trading on your chart, right? I'm trading on my chart, brah. So I'm going to keep my charts however I like them, just so you know. Remember before when those people kept asking me to change my charts? Right? They're like, hey, can you actually change the color of your candles? Can you make your background white? Can you actually make your EMA blue or something like that? It's hard for me to see. And then you guys know what I said? I said, you go make your charts however the fuck you want. And I'll keep my charts however I want as well. Amir, thanks for the chat. Really good understanding. Hey, yo. It's much more fun to troll on camera as well. You guys know it's way more fun. I'm just joking, Amir. What are you talking about to change my chart here to make my grid lines more black? Guys, I really don't want to make anything more black, okay, guys? Like, I'm Asian, first of all. I'm Asian, okay? Like, I've had enough of these Asian jokes compared to black, okay? Like, can you guys just please do me a favor and not remind me of how yellow things are and how much more black they could be, but they're not, okay? I'm already wrecked because I'm Asian and I've got those genes. So can we just keep it a little bit less black, if you know what I mean, okay? I'm already very envious. I always ask my black friends. I don't know if you guys do this as well, okay? I want you guys to see my face when I do this, okay? I just want to show you guys, like, you guys go to your black friends, okay? Go to your black friends, look at them in the eye, grab them by their face just like this, and ask them straight up and 100% genuine and honest, and be like, bro, only do it when you're drunk, okay? Only do it when you're drunk, never when you're sober, okay? Just hold them by the hand like that and be like, is it true what they say about black people? Okay? Just hold them straight up in the face and just ask them, is it true what they say about black people? As an Asian person, I've always been curious about my black friends, but I only ask them when I'm kind of drunk, but I never actually ask them when I'm sober. So anyways, enough about these black things, okay? Can we just keep my chart the way it is, Amir? You got me into a really crazy rant right there, and I don't even remember what I've been talking about. Hey, I never said I said I was gonna be more mature on off. If you don't like it, you're welcome to leave, okay? You know, I'm always gonna be who I am. You know, just because I have a camera doesn't mean I'm gonna be like working on Wall Street or something at a professional firm. I'm just gonna keep being myself. No problem at all. So anyways, so what we see is the bears getting wrecked and they're closing their long positions. So what I am hoping for right now, guys, is I'm hoping for a retracement somewhere along this level right there. This video is not going to be uploaded live, guys. I regret being kind of immature already talking about my black friends there. So yeah. Raspberry Pi, I'm just joking around, okay? Raspberry Pi, if you don't know my sense of humor right now, and it's an inside joke, Raspberry Pi, okay? Raspberry Pi, talk to us when you can actually afford a computer, okay? Instead of just a Raspberry Pi. So, anyways, any theory on how the whole market pumped today? Yeah, the market pumped because first of all, the market pumped because there's just a strong will right now to push the market upwards, right? Because we're reaching this consensus area called an apex right here that I've been mentioning that by April 27 over here, there's a very good chance for us to actually break out one way or the other. And I mentioned in a few streams before, okay guys? Man, your sense of humor, your character you is so effing bad. Thank you. I just want to tell you that if you want to swear properly, you gotta like it's Fuckking, okay? Because when you just write Fuckning, that just sounds really racist, writing the NIG word like that, because it feels like you're missing a few letters to be very racist. So if you're going to spell Fucking properly, make sure that you actually spell it properly, okay? And your humor is actually pretty, your English is pretty bad. I can tell you're Canadian because you have the humor, Humour. So, you're not just writing like neighbor or something like that, right? You're Canadian. But the way you spell UR is actually like this, UR, okay? It's spelled YOW''RE, okay? Maybe you should actually graduate grade 2 before you learn how to make fun of someone. Jor Koner. Does that make sense? It makes much more sense to be picking on someone if you want to judge their character and their sense of humor if you actually have more than a grade 2 education, first of all, okay? Who spells UR with UR, okay? It's spelled YOU''RE, and that's actually called a contraction. Other contraction words is, for example, THEY''RE, as in there, okay? I just thought I'd bring that up there if you wanted to make fun of me. Just don't forget, guys, I actually charge $5 for free English lessons, okay? If you're born in Canada and you would like English lessons, even though you're Caucasian, this Asian dude right here will be more than happy to teach you English, okay? So no problem at all, Jork Owner. I'm just not even going to ban you, Jork Owner, because I want to see more of your English, because I just want to help people. I really believe that in the 21st century, it's very important for all of us to be literate, okay? Like, where are we from? Are we from my country, Laos, where people can't speak English? No, you're not from Laos. You're from Canada. You should know how to write English properly, okay? Anyways. Woo! Woo! Feels good, guys. So what I'm waiting for right here, guys, is it's just so much more fun to be doing this in front of the camera. It's so much more fun to be doing this in a camera, to be quite honest. Let's make this a little bit bigger as well sometimes. Is that big enough, the camera, guys? I think it's big enough, right? Yeah, the camera is big enough. We'll just leave it just the way it is. So what I'm waiting for is a correction to right around here, pretty much. I want to see if we can actually maintain a level that's going to be above this particular red line right here, okay? And another gauge that I'm going to be using is how bullish this momentum is going to be. And I personally believe it's going to pretty much rally, or it's going to correct to somewhere right between here, okay? If you guys take a look at your fib extension level right here, okay? Your fib extension level, hold on, I'm just setting this camera here. I can't really adjust. I'm just trying to adjust this camera, just trying to get it to the right size. There we go. So if we look at Fibonacci extension, what we should always do within a wave, so the way that we would call this right here, guys, it's important for you guys to understand the wave count, okay? This goes something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th wave right there. And here it made a very, very simple ABC correction, okay? So you guys have to understand that this made the ABC correction coming down like that. So the way that we actually look at this from an Elliott wave perspective is simple. This is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, okay? And now we want a 4th wave. We want a 4th wave that will come down to maybe not necessarily this level, but close to it. And the way that we take our fib extension is simply just from over here, okay? We take our fib extension from this particular 3rd wave only. So if we were to actually label it, this would be wave 1, this would be wave 2, this would be wave 3, and there's a 4th wave somewhere that we don't know about where it's going to end. But I cannot assume it's only going to hit, you know, around this level. It could be right around here, right? It could be anywhere between the 382 level, or even not even. It could even be slightly above it if it's super duper bullish. Somewhere between the 236 level and 382 all the way down to the 0.5. But we have to factor in the 0.5 Fibonacci level, okay? So I don't like to ban people anymore. I'm not really going to ban people. I promise to be a lot nicer to people, but the only time I will actually be very mean to people is when they're mean to me first, right? So yeah, so if they're gonna make fun of my personal character or something, then I'll actually just make fun of their English, for example. Kodiger! Kodiger! Did you write anything, Kodiger? I wanna teach you English again. I'm just scrolling up right now to the chat to see where Kodiger is. I think he left. Hey, just because I'm wearing I'm wearing a dress shirt and a tie doesn't mean I'm going to be much more mature. Like, I am going to be much more mature, guys, but it doesn't mean I'm going to take away the fun out of crypto, right? I'm always going to stay true to who I am, for sure. And who am I? I'm an Asian person very curious about my black friends. That's the simple truth, okay? Because deep down inside, you guys are all curious about your black friends, I'm sure. That is not racist at all, okay? It's not racist at all. It's just natural curiosity. That's about it right there. I'm 5'9", Slavins. I'm actually very tall for an Asian person. Yeah, I'm tall. And then I wear shoes that are like an inch. So I'm like 5'10" almost. Some of my shoes are 1.5 inches. I like to wear really awesome dress shoes like Michael Kors or places from Browns and stuff like that. Okay? So I can sometimes I can get to like 5'10", like 5'11" almost 6 feet. That's kind of tall for an Asian person, right? It's actually not that bad at all, not too bad. So you guys have to remember, guys, please remember this right here, that a really good time to be entering Bitcoin could be anywhere between, not now, but I would say more so between one of these Fibonacci levels. So I think that a support range will easily fall between ranges between 0.382 and 0.5 fib level, which is between about $7,420 to $7,577. Well, right around these range right here. Okay, so I personally will be looking to enter and laddering as soon as it hits these particular regions. Buying right now would simply be risky, okay? And I want to make sure that I target the next Fibonacci level right over here. So let's just hypothetically assume that we do hit these targets, and the next one is actually around the 83.40, 83.20 range, okay? So hypothetically, what will have happened next, okay? What will have happened next will be this right here. Then this will officially complete our first official run, right? And then we will get some sort of correction like that. We don't know where. This to me is all part. Thank you, Lucas. I really appreciate that. Love you too, bro. The reason why I don't think it's going to hit the 618 Fibonacci level, Walter Van Huffel, is because the 618 Fibonacci level happens to be back in this particular zone. Now, what a bullish momentum would want is for us to break and steer very clear of a major resistance that can now act as a support. And what we see is that this red line, just to zoom out further, oh my God, look at those candles. They're so green right now. It's so bullish. So, oh, sorry there. I got really excited for a second there. So what we see here, guys, is that this red line was a major resistance ever since December 17, right? So now we have to assume that this red line right here will now act as a major support, okay? So now what I would like to get to is the log scale, okay? Now we're gonna go to a log scale. Let's delete some of this off right here for now, okay? Let's get out of here and go to a log scale. This is taking a while. This is taking so long. That's what she said. I'm so mature, guys. I'm just joking. No one's ever said that to me before. Sometimes I just laugh at my own jokes. It's pretty depressing actually. Just laughing at your own jokes here at home. I wish I had friends. Luna! Luna! She's not even here. She's probably downstairs right now. I live in like in a 2-floor condo. So yeah. Okay, so take a look at this right here, okay? So what we want, let's say that it actually hit that particular target of mine around 83.20, okay? 83.20. Well, guess what, guys? 83.20, let's just say we actually did that right there, okay? 83.20 is pretty much right around here, which happens to be the major resistance of the log scale right here, okay? Luna's on my head. That's a good one. Luna's not on my head. Yeah. Phil, you told me bearish. Good thing I do my own technical analysis. Well, we were bearish, guys. We were bearish. But just because we're bullish for one moment doesn't mean that we're going to be bullish always, right? When bulls, keep in mind it's a strategy game. You guys got to remember that it's a strategy game, right? It's not just a magical computer generating random numbers and charts, right? We got to acknowledge the fact that there are many different players in this game. And because there's many different players in this game, they all compete against each other. So yes, the bears wanted to drive down the market very low. But of course, the bulls ended up liquidating them as well to push it up. So let's say a large group or a consensus is made where the bears want to take over. Well, if you guys had enough money, if you had billions of dollars to pump into the market, what you would want to naturally do is, of course, wreck the bulls, right? You'd want to end up going extremely long, put a lot of money into the market, and you end up forcing a lot of these bears to get liquidated to push long, right? So just because we're bull or bear in one particular scenario, you guys got to acknowledge the fact that we have to see this as an actual strategy game. Hey, thank you, Daniel Hill. Always love to see your comments and your donations. I really appreciate that very much. That's going to go to Luna's tequila fund. So the goal right now, guys, is to hit one of these targets, right? It's to hit one of these targets, and then we have to break, first of all, the non-log scale, which we have done already. And the second thing that we need to do is break the log scale resistance. So now we still have a lot of hurdles. And I do believe that this could actually make a very decent impulse run right here, okay? If this actually makes an impulse run like that, we might even get a small correction back down to one of these levels. And then we finally break, steer, and clear out of it. So that's kind of my thoughts right now, that the bulls have certainly taken over. Let's see CoinMarketCap. Let's see CoinMarketCap to see how much money has been put into the market. So Bitcoin is double digits, guys. Double digits is quite an amazing feat, right? So Bitcoin has done pretty decent. Like, it hasn't really reflected that much yet. But if you guys take a look at the 24-hour volume, take a look at that. So we've done about $3 billion only for the past few days. But now if we look at the past 3 days, right, we're seeing us doing about $4 billion. Holy crap, I can't see anything right now. I'm so blind. Do you guys see my eyes? Do you guys see my eyes? I can't even feel my eyes. You can blindfold me right now with dental floss. I'm just wiping my glasses because they're, whew, it's a lot better now. So anyways, so now we look at it today. Take a look at this today, guys. We've done $8.4 billion, okay? $8.4 billion. We have literally doubled what we have done in the past 2 days combined. That is just crazy. This is unbelievable how bullish it looks right now all across the board. The bears simply got wrecked, didn't they? We've doubled the 24-hour volume. The last time we've even done $8 billion in volume, guys. It is so far off the charts that I can't even see it. Since March 13, we've never done $8 billion in the past month before, guys. So this is incredibly monumental as well. This is a very momentous occasion, and we have to give respect to the bulls. The last time that we've actually done more than $8 billion about fairly consistently was on March 9th, guys. March 9th, okay? And before that, it wasn't until almost February during these big downtrends. And before then, the market cap was actually at a staggering $300-400 billion. Now, if we look at the total overall market cap as well, what we see is that a lot of steady money has been pumped into the market, guys. We have recovered from our low of $235 billion to $300 billion, guys. Now, put that into perspective for a second, okay? Put that into perspective, how much money has been pumped into the market just since overnight. Just overnight, guys, we've gained, I think, $25 billion in market cap, right? Let's just see over the 7 day. Like yesterday, guys, we were at 200. Actually, we'll say 2 days ago. Look at this, guys. Like we were at like 240 billion just a week ago. And then just on April 11th, yesterday, we were at $266 billion in market cap. And now we're over $300 billion again. So this is quite amazing that the bulls are starting to recover. So it might even confirm my Elliott wave count that this right here is now officially ABC, where we have a WXY. Whew, I'm getting really excited, guys. Whew, I gotta calm down. I get really excited over Bitcoin sometimes, and it's like, if I had to choose Bitcoin over like anybody, like Emily Ratajkowski or Ratajkowski, however you say her name, like I would probably choose Bitcoin over it, like for life. I would choose Bitcoin over any female in the world. I don't care who it is, okay? Bitcoin gets me more excited and is way more consistent. Bitcoin is like, how do you explain it? Bitcoin is like, okay, Bitcoin is like the universal vibrator, okay? You know how some people need many different toys, okay? They need many different vibrators to satisfy them, small, big, whatever, different shape, different colors, whatever. Bitcoin is like the universal vibrator that will always satisfy me no matter what, okay? I don't care about going to another sex shop or another girlfriend. I don't need a girlfriend. Why do you need a girlfriend when you have Bitcoin, okay? It satisfies you in every way, and it even pays you in the end, okay? Can you Can you guys think of that? It pays you in the end. You take care of it, you study it, you appreciate it, right? You take a look at its sisters as well. It's got a lot of sisters that we call altcoin. And like every other sister, right? Sometimes they may be decrepit, sometimes they may be undervalued, but what you're gonna do is respect it and you're going to appreciate it and give it love. So Bitcoin is like one of those really hot girlfriends that you can just keep for life that's got many other hot sisters that you're always gonna get tons of action with. Does that make sense, guys? So that's how I see Bitcoin. It just gets me really excited. So I'm very pumped up right now, guys. I'm super pumped up to be looking at Bitcoin and buying in between these ranges again over here. I know with certainty that we've officially broken out of this, I would say right here, okay? Like we've officially broken out of this, you can say. And now it's just a matter of the waiting game until something happens. I'm really hoping for it to retrace to a respectable level. Pretty much right between, oh, I've got the hiccups. It's weird. Maybe it'll retrace lower. Maybe this will actually be it. That's why what I'm waiting for, okay, if you guys take a look on here right now, okay, if we take a look at many different analysis from different perspectives, you guys have to see from the 15-minute chart, okay? If you guys wanted to get in on this, how would you have gotten in on this? Let me explain to you guys how important it is to be diligent, and you have to sometimes sit in front of the computer to catch really big uptrends. So this is the way that I really recommend. I'm having a great day, Mike Smith. Thank you for asking very much. Why your fib is not coming on top of wave 3? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Just sometimes this is off a little bit like that, something like that, whatever. Well, we're looking for more, okay? Like this is technically the first wave 1, you can say over here even. So I was just drawing it from a very macro type of scale, but I've already broken it down at the beginning of the video, where my target still stands to roughly 83.20 over there. So how would you guys have gotten in on this? I'm wearing a tie because I just went out for a lunch, Jake, okay? Hey, Jake, why are you wearing pants? Who are you trying to fool? Are we not allowed to wear a tie? Are we not allowed to wear and do whatever we want, Jake? I think that we are allowed to do whatever we want, Jake, okay? Let me look for a law. I'm gonna Google a law. I'm gonna Google law that, okay, hold on. Let me Google this law. Law that forbids wearing a tie. And you know what the answer is? The answer is fuck you, Jake. That's what the answer is, okay? Anybody's allowed to dress however they want to. I just Googled it and it gave me the middle finger, Jake, okay? And you know what? Despite what people say, like, yes, I like to wear, hoodies or whatever and shorts or whatever, but a lot of the time I'm out during the day to grab lunch. I don't really eat at home a lot. I always go out with people for lunch, and I'm fairly social, despite me saying I'm not social at all, right? And my friends, I live downtown, and a lot of my friends, they work in the business district, right? So they're always dressed up. And because I'm going out to see a lot of these friends of mine, I like to dress up as well. You dress for success. It's as simple as that. You wear whatever you want to be comfortable, okay, Jake? Jake, you can wear whatever the fuck you want whenever you want, okay? My friends always ask me, guys. My friends always ask me, where did your clothes come from? They look really gay. And I told them, you know where they just came from? They came right out of the closet. That's where they came from. Okay, Jake? So am I allowed to wear this if I want to, Jake? I think I am. It's okay. I'm not banning anybody. I just like to rant. So I'm waiting, guys. Like if we look, how would you guys have entered this? Okay, the way that you guys would have entered this is simple. Take a look. You guys would have gone into a 5-minute chart, to be honest. Yes, a 5-minute chart. Okay, and you guys would have waited. You guys would have waited until the 55 EMA crosses over and ends up supporting it from the very bottom. You guys have to make sure that you're reviewing. Okay. You have to make sure that you actually review. And yes, Rat Race, this is hardly a full-time job. I honestly just do technical analysis and I trade for fun now. I'm done chasing money and I'm just kind of here to have fun with the public and to pass on what I know. So, yeah. Hello from Croatia. Did my stream go offline again? Did my stream just go offline again? Man, why does my stream keep going offline? I don't know why it keeps going offline. It always says it's going offline. I have no idea why. So the way you guys should have done this, make sure you guys are reviewing my technical analysis videos, okay? It's very important for you guys to review these specific videos over here, okay? Now, we're talking about this one right here, okay? I've got a lot of tutorials. You guys need to make sure that you review the Advanced 55 EMA strategy with timeframes and also the swing trading Advanced 55 EMA strategy. I cover both of them in extreme detail. And if you guys review those strategies, it's going to give you a very good opportunity for you guys to actually catch these breakouts. So what I would advise people to do always is as soon as you get this 55 EMA crossover, that's where you guys should have went long on it, okay? You should have went long on it right then and there because you should have assumed and anticipated a breakout. So as soon as you crossed over right there, you would have entered into your long position. You would have set your stop loss for your swing low there, and you would have targeted a minimum of at least right here, okay? Of at least where that massive red line is from that resistance that's been formed since December 17. So if you take a look at the risk to reward ratio on here, what you actually get is a beautiful 2.223 risk to reward ratio right there. So that's how I would honestly recommend that you guys always do this, okay? That's honestly the best way for people to usually do this, in my opinion. So yeah, that's how you could have easily caught the breakout. Is my desktop hold on, I just gotta make sure I mute my desktop volume, desktop audio here, because I don't want you guys to catch it here by accident, okay? There, this should be a lot better now. Okay, perfect, awesome. So yeah, other than that, I think I've summarized everything already. Okay guys, I apologize for being a little bit immature in this video. I should probably take a step back and not really engage with the audience for the people that are very negative. You know, I should just let them be who they are, because I just feel like I'm going to get attacked or hacked again or lose $500,000. 500K, who cares? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I was actually hacked for quite a bit, guys. It was a pretty substantial amount, but we're not going to get into that for a very long time. Yeah, anyways, I want to just thank you guys for the video. I'm probably going to redo this video, to be quite honest, because I feel that it wasn't really that professional to my standards, and I feel like I'm still being some immature little kid doing something like this, right, in front of a camera. So, other than that, guys, I really appreciate all the love and support you guys have given me. Make sure that you're keeping an eye, okay? Make sure that you're keeping an eye between the basically 74.26 and this particular region right here. We're getting a lot of wicks right now that are poking up to the upside. But what you guys, thank you, Amir. I really appreciate it. And I'm really joking, Amir, about the background picture, okay? I apologize if that was rude in any way. It's more so just, you guys have to see me as a comedian, okay? You guys have to see me, honestly, the best way to see my videos is a combination of professionalism and also, thank you, Crypto Bentley, I appreciate it, Daniel Hill as well. You guys have to see this as a combination of professionalism, fun, but especially as a comedian, okay? So please see me more as a comedian who's trying to entertain, and you guys are heckling me and I'm heckling the audience back. That's honestly the absolute best way to see these videos, okay? So don't take it as a place that you're going to get like a very professional technical analysis. See this as a place where you see it as entertainment as well, okay? That's why I wanted to get a camera, because I think I'm kind of funny. Well, sometimes I think I'm funny, but I try to be funny, you know? I've actually always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. And I, as a kid, guys, I used to prepare a lot of jokes, you know? A lot of jokes. Like the goat with his head stuck in the fence joke. That's original, guys. I swear on my life, that joke is original, and I thought of that joke with Eric Cho myself, okay? So it's kind of like just one of those kind of things where I try to come up with really funny jokes like that. So other than that, guys, thank you very much for the love and the support. Make sure you guys are watching for a key breakout as well, okay? one of the key breakout areas, in my opinion, to watch out for would be about 77.75. So if we break well above 77.75 with conviction, which is basically on the 1 hour charts here, where I'm taking the wicks as some resistance areas, great. I might actually be tempted to go long on it. But what I'm hoping more so is a healthy correction between 74.26 and about 75.85, like around that range, or more like 75.27 to about 75.60, and that's where I'll most likely end up accumulating, or generally anywhere above this red line right here. Yeah, it can absolutely. Adam asked a very good question. Can this be a breakout? Or can this be a bull trap? Okay, very clever question. That's the first one I've seen someone ask this in a while. Absolutely, it can be a bull trap, Adam. And the way that we confirm this is to make sure that the retracement stays above this red line, okay? So what we see on a very macro level right now, on a big time frame, is that we have officially broken out of there, right? We have officially broken out of there, right? So what we need to make sure now is that we stay out of this particular region right here that I'm highlighting. So if we stay out of this region where I've highlighted, we're golden. So that is why I'm talking about why we have to make sure that we retrace somewhere respectable, like, you know, along these lines right there, right? I'm trying to make it sideways like that. It's not working. You guys see what I'm talking about, right? We have to make sure that we stay above this particular pink area and we stay in a more bullish area, which is above this particular resistance or support that was previously a major resistance, okay? Phil, you're not going to stop. You're not going to change, so stop apologizing. That's a good thing. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate that very much. I'm gonna apologize, but you know what? Like how much I sincerely mean it, that's a different thing, right? I mean, I'm still gonna have fun, but don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna really say things that are very off topic too much, right? But I'm always gonna heckle the audience, guys, okay? Always gonna heckle the audience no matter what. It's just part of my personality, and I hope that you guys can also enjoy these videos with me that I make in the future, right? Because hopefully we can make Bitcoin very fun together. So other than that, I've got to get going, guys. I've got to head out again for a few more hours. I got to go shopping for a few more things for the house. So other than that, have yourselves a fantastic day. Thank you very much for all the love and the support that you guys have given me. I always really much so appreciate it, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in another live stream sometime later tonight. Let's see what's going to happen. I want to keep everybody up to date with Bitcoin because I'm extremely interested in it as well, especially because we've got $8 billion pumped into the market in the past 24 hours, and that hasn't happened in almost 1 or 2 months. So make sure you guys stay tuned with me, and the ultimate goal is to make sure that you guys make a lot of money like me as well, right? So have yourselves a fantastic day. I love you guys very much. I'm going to give you guys a big kiss. No, I'm not going to give you guys a kiss. Have yourselves a great day, guys, and I'll see you sometime very soon. Bye now.